Entrepreneurial creativity is about designing solutions. Welcome back to Built by the Journey, navigating entrepreneurship where every milestone matters and every detour counts. Today, we're embracing the value of being creative, which is creativity is not an art class. Entrepreneurial creativity is about designing solutions. Some solutions may require you to draw on wisdom you have already earned. If you are an entrepreneur, you are already creative. When people hear the word creativity, they often picture artists, painters, musicians, designers, or writers staring at a blank canvas, waiting for inspiration to strike. And because of that, many entrepreneurs quietly opt out. They may think, I'm not creative. That's not my strength. Or even yet, I'm on the more practical side. But here's the truth. If you are an entrepreneur, you are already creative, whether you call it that or not. Creativity is not about art. Creativity is about designing solutions. And entrepreneurship demands that every single day. So creativity is problem solving in real time. Entrepreneurship is one long, evolving problem to solve. Here are some questions you may ask yourself while navigating your entrepreneurial journey that require some creative answers. How do I build this business around my life? How do I stay visible without burning out? How do I adapt when seasons changed, personally, financially, or professionally? How do I keep going when the original plan no longer fits? Those questions don't get answered with a checklist. They get answered with creativity. Creativity is the ability to look at what is, imagine what could be, and design a path forward that works for you, not just for someone else's version of success. Creativity is what makes a business sustainable. Most businesses don't fail because the owner isn't working hard enough. They fail because the business no longer fits the person running it. 4 ways creativity allows your business to fit you. Redesign how you show up when your energy changes. Adjust your offers when your capacity shifts. Rework your routines so they don't support the business, they support your life, not compete with it. Find new ways to stay visible without forcing yourself into methods that drain you. Sustainability doesn't come from doing more. It comes from creative alignment. And alignment requires imagination. Creativity is found in the journey, not just the dream. We often talk about creativity as something future-focused, new ideas, new plans, new goals. But some of the most powerful creative fuel lives in your journey. Your past challenges, your pivots, your season of pause and re-entry. The tools you've already used to survive hard things. When you reflect on what you've navigated before, you don't just gain confidence, you gain creative clues. You may remember things like what worked when nothing else did. Who supported you when you needed perspective? What tools did you reach for instinctively? That reflection fuels creative decision-making in your current season. Creativity isn't always about inventing something new. Sometimes it's about reusing wisdom you already earned. Creativity gives you permission to design, not copy. One of the fastest ways entrepreneurs lose momentum is by trying to follow formulas that don't fit who they are. Post like this, show up like that, build it this way, scale it that way. Creativity invites a different question. What fits me? Maybe visibility looks like writing instead of video. Maybe consistency looks like weekly conversations instead of daily posts. Maybe growth looks slower but more grounded, more human, more real. Creativity is what allows you to stop copying and start designing. And when you design a business that fits you, you're far more likely to stay in the game. Creativity is a practice, not a personality trait. You don't either have creativity or you don't. Creativity is something you practice by asking better questions, giving yourself permission to adjust, looking at challenges as design problems, not personal failures, creating space to think, reflect, and imagine. Every time you pause and ask, how could this work differently? You're being creative. Every time you redesign, instead of quitting, you're being creative. The most creative entrepreneurs are the ones who keep going. Creativity isn't flashy. Sometimes it looks like rebuilding quietly. Sometimes it looks like simplifying. Sometimes it looks like choosing sustainability over speed. But make no mistake, entrepreneurship without creativity is exhausting. Entrepreneurship, when coupled with creativity, becomes adaptable, resilient, and deeply personal. And that's how creative solutions help businesses become sustainable by staying visible. Because staying visible means staying an option. Until next time, remember, every milestone matters, every detour counts, and your journey is building you as much as you are building it. You can find this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube Podcast. So be sure to subscribe to be notified when episodes of Built by the Journey become available, and let's walk this road together. In the meantime, please follow me on Instagram at On Track with Chris, because staying visible means staying an option. And your journey, it still matters.